It's the start of the Tory party conference this week, and both Tom Tugendhat and Robert Jenrick were out doing the morning rounds, where Tugendhat didn't really want to speak about much, blaming the party's failings on the last leadership, but then not wanting to talk about the leadership.
Well, the way I deliver is by leading. And frankly, what we've seen in recent years is an absence of leadership. Now, but it starts with making sure we get the right leadership, because as we all know, leaders matter, leaders count, and making sure we have the right leader changes the way our party will act.
Well, that's just really interesting. You're the first of your colleagues to admit that leaders matter. So let me try the same question with you. You served, or you're an MP under May, Johnson, Truss and Sunak. Who do you most blame for these failures?
Well, look, it's a combination. I'm not looking at any of those individuals particularly. I'm looking at the whole party.
Well, you just told me leadership matters. And I'm just saying, which of these leaders made a mess of it? Well, made most of a mess of it?
Trevor, the truth is that each of them bear their own share of the responsibility. Each of them got things wrong.
It was actually Robert Jenrick who had the total meltdown in a car crash interview. Over the last 2 weeks, Labour has come under a lot of intense scrutiny by the media for stating in the rules about gifts and donations. And yet in this interview, Jenrick's been caught out taking a substantial amount of money, but refusing to say where it came from or why. At the start of the interview, he claimed he wants to be a change candidate, clearly building off Labour's success of being the change party, and he wants to do things different. But then he goes on to say how he's going to do everything exactly the same as the last Tory government. He wants to bring back Rwanda, leave the ECHR, lower migration. There's nothing new there. I do like the way that it's pointed out that it was a £7 billion that was spent on the Rwanda policy that he wants to bring back. And his only response to that is, well, we didn't do it right, did we?
And I believe that they are taking the steps that they need to. Of course, in a war, any army faces incredibly challenging situations.
When you say taking the steps, pager bombs, airstrikes, assassinations, is that... Or these are all reasonable steps in your view?
Well, I don't support everything that Israel is doing. And of course, in a war, there will be mistakes made by any military, as indeed ours do, in those situations. But I do think that they are doing as much as they reasonably can to try to limit the loss of civilian life. We didn't deliver the strong economy, the strong NHS, and the strong border that we promised. So what we have to do now is to listen to the public. And I stand for change in this leadership contest. I want us to change our offer to the public. I want us to secure our borders by leaving the ECHR. I want us to end mass migration. I want us to build homes to get young people onto the ladder. I want to reform the NHS, and I want to get lower taxes and growth going again in the economy.
You're talking about changing and listening. You've said that you'd bring back the Rwanda policy that's been scrapped by Labour. That doesn't sound like change to me. It also doesn't sound like listening, because nobody thinks it's a good policy.
Well, that's your opinion, Trevor.
No, it's not my opinion. Every piece of polling, and it's one of the reasons you lost. That it was an unpopular policy that nobody thought...
With respect, Trevor.
Hang on, it was an unpopular policy that nobody thought could actually be delivered. You spent £700 million to deliver nobody to Rwanda. So, where's the change and where's the listening in that policy, which you want to bring back?
The reason the Rwanda policy didn't succeed was because it was not strong enough. I resigned from the cabinet at the turn of the year because, unfortunately, I was not able to persuade the then Prime Minister and the cabinet that we needed to strengthen the policy. The way to make Rwanda work and to secure our borders, to end mass migration, to end the small boats once and for all, is to carve out and to leave the European Convention on Human Rights.
The first thing you said to me 5 minutes ago was about change. And now you're telling me you want to bring back a policy that was advanced by David Cameron.
No, Trevor.
Theresa May. Tens of thousands.
This is a very different policy.
That's exactly what Theresa May says.
No,
exactly what Cameron said.
Absolutely not. What I am saying...
What's different?
What I'm saying is there will be a cap. So Parliament will set a legally binding cap, cast in iron, so that this time it will happen. There's never been a cap before.
But how are you going to deliver it?
Before, we had an open-ended system where anyone could apply for a visa. We had no control over the number of visas that were issued as long as individuals met the criteria.
You've criticised Labour over donations, but we've noticed that you've received £75,000 over the past few months from a donor registered in the British Virgin Islands, a company called The Spot Fitness. Who are they?
As I understand it, this is a fitness company that operates in the UK. It's a perfectly legal and valid donation under British law, and we've set it out in the public domain in the way that one does with donations.
Sorry, when you say, as I understand it, somebody's wanged you 75 grand and you don't really know who they are?
Well, we do know who they are.
Who? Who are they?
It's a company that does sports fitness technology in the UK, and it's a perfectly valid and legal donation. We've registered it in the correct way, and I'm not aware that there's any challenge to that.
Who owns the company, and why are they giving you money?
Well, the owners of the company are set out on Companies House in the normal way, and the company obviously support, like many others
I don't think
do,
they are, by the way. They have no employees,
my
apparently.
vision for the future of the Conservative Party and the country.
Yeah. But the thing is, we looked at the record in Company House. They have no employees. We don't actually know the names of anybody. You could tell us. What about the new transparency? That's what's going to make you different from Labour. Why don't you just tell me who this company is?
Well, I think
they gave you £75,000 without talking to you.
Look, the details of the company are all online. It's all available.
Have you talked to the owners of the company yourself?
I've obviously met people who are involved in the company.
So who are they?
And well, it's all on Companies House, Trevor. I mean, you can see it.
Why don't you just tell me the name?
It's a perfectly valid and normal donation. But the point is here, what people are criticising Labour for is actually rather different to what you're suggesting.
All right.
What Labour are being criticised for is their rank hypocrisy.
Jenrick isn't prepared to move the party forward. He's quite happy to keep it in its failed state. He proves that by using the same failed, tried tropes as you can see in the videos on the screen now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.